Dear students, welcome you all to the course on Statistical Methods for Psychological Research Part 2. In this lesson, we are going to learn the importance of studying testing a hypothesis about two dependent means using the formula involving standard errors and correlation only. Students, what are you going to learn in this lesson? Let us look at the learning objectives. Learning objectives. To understand the null and alternative hypothesis in testing the two dependent sample means, to study the test statistic, critical values with suitable level of significance and types of tests, to assess the one-tailed test in two dependent sample means. Let us start. In this video, we will begin with the first part of the lesson, in which you will be able to understand how to defining the null and alternative hypothesis in the context of testing the significance of the difference between two means. Students, now we are going to see the hypothesis. To understand the importance of testing the hypothesis of two dependent means, there are two things. First is null hypothesis and another is alternative hypothesis. Subjects are matched with one or two variables that are believed to be correlated with the dependent variable. Usually, null hypothesis denoted by H0 colon mu1 equal to mu2, or we can take H0 as mu1 minus mu2, that is equal to 0. Similarly, we take the alternative hypothesis as H1 colon mu1 is not equal to mu2, or we can take H1 as mu1 minus mu2 is not equal to 0. So, we usually take mu1 mu2 or the mean of first and second population respectively. There are two important assumptions involved in this case. They are the dependent variable, which is normally distributed, the independent variable is dichotomous, and its level is considered to be a matched pair. In such cases, the alternative hypothesis can be applied as a non-parametric test, that is called by Wilcoxon signed rank test, can be applied instead of your paired sample t-test. Example: in a psychometric domain, the student's abilities are to be measured before and after the treatment. In such situation, we frame the null and alternative hypothesis as follows. Now, null hypothesis. Here, the mean value does not differ significantly between the first group of mu1 and the second group of mu2. In this population, we consider mu1 equal to mu2. The alternative hypothesis. Here, the mean value differ between the first group mu1 and the second group mu2 of the respective population. That is what we consider mu1 is not equal to mu2. Here, we can take that is mu1 is less than mu2 or mu1 is greater than mu2. So, in such cases, there are many acceptable ways to phrase an alternative hypothesis, that is mu1 is not equal to mu2, or we take mu1 is less than mu2, or we take mu1 is greater than mu2. Students, I hope the concepts are very clear to you. These concepts will be helpful to you in your research. Students, we will continue in the next video. Thank you.